Welcome back, nature lovers. Today we're diving deep into the extraordinary world of armadillos, those armored marvels that have been rolling through history for millions of years. Stick around, because we've got a treasure trove of tales that'll keep you hooked. Don't forget to subscribe for more exciting journeys. Let's kick things off with the origin story. Armadillos have a history that spans a whopping 30 million years, with their roots firmly planted in South America. Picture a time when dinosaurs still roamed. That's when these armored buddies started strutting their stuff. Now, let's talk breeds. Armadillos aren't a one-size-fits-all deal. They come in 9 different species, each with its own unique quirks. First up, the heavyweight champion, the giant armadillo. As the largest of the armadillo clan, these guys can weigh up to a whopping 72 pounds. Imagine having a tank-sized armadillo roaming the grasslands, leaving a trail of awe in its wake. Now, onto the most well-known member of the armadillo family, the 9-banded armadillo. These guys are like the Brady Bunch of the armadillo world, giving birth to identical quadruplets every time. Next is the pink fairy armadillo, the smallest and arguably the cutest of the bunch. Picture a tiny pink armored ball rolling through the sandy deserts of Argentina. It's like the fairy godmother of armadillos. Now, let's talk about the 3-banded armadillo, the expert contortionist of the armadillo world. These guys can roll into a ball so tight that even a predator's claws can't penetrate. Moving on to the 6-banded armadillo, the middle child of the armadillo family. With 6 bands of armor, they're like the Goldilocks of the armadillo world, not too big, not too small, just right. Next is the southern naked-tailed armadillo. Don't let the name fool you. They're not bearing it all. It's just a lack of armor on the tail, giving them a unique look, and perhaps a bit more agility in their step. The greater fairy armadillo. Not as pink as its cousin, but equally enchanting. These little fellows are like the fairies of the night, tiptoeing through the sandy landscapes of South America. The hairy armadillo. Contrary to the name, they're not auditioning for a shampoo commercial. Instead, they boast a coat of long, coarse hair that adds a touch of rugged charm to their armored ensemble. The yellow armadillo, the sunshine in the armadillo family. With a warm, golden hue, they bring a burst of color to the world of armored wonders. Armor everywhere. These critters are masters of adaptation. Did you know their armor is made of bony plates? It's like having a medieval knight in the animal kingdom. Imagine the envy at the armor store. Now, let's talk about behavior. Armadillos, the stealthy night dwellers, prefer to avoid the sun's harsh gaze. They're the secret agents of the forest, sneaking around when most of us are catching some sleep. Welfare is a big concern. Armadillos face threats from deforestation and habitat loss. So let's join forces and ensure these armored buddies have a safe haven to call home. A little kindness goes a long way. Brace yourselves for some mind-blowing facts. Armadillos are overachievers in the reproduction department, always giving birth to identical quadruplets. It's like having a tiny army of mini armadillos marching around. Contrary to popular belief, armadillo armor isn't just tough. It's made of bone. That's right, bone plates. Need a hole dug? Call it an armadillo. These little digging machines have powerful claws and can create burrows faster than you can imagine. Now, here's a party trick you didn't see coming. Armadillos can inflate their stomachs with air. It's not just a survival mechanism, it's a next-level talent. Speaking of little ones, let's talk about their care. Armadillo moms are fierce protectors, but sometimes the little ones need a helping hand. Intelligence is the name of the game. Armadillos, armed with a keen sense of smell, are skilled hunters. Their problem-solving prowess, and trust me, goes beyond just rolling into a ball when threatened. Relationships are on the table. Armadillos, despite their solitary reputation, are surprisingly social. They form tight-knit family bonds and occasionally team up with other animals for some wild escapades. Armadillos have their own version of a romantic perfume, but forget flowers and chocolates. During courtship, male armadillos produce a special scent that they spray on the female's head. It's like their way of saying, "I'm here and I come bearing gifts of fragrance." After the enchanting courtship dance and sweet scents, female armadillos have a trick up their armored sleeves. The fertilized egg doesn't immediately implant in the uterus. It takes its sweet time, sometimes up to 4 months. Every time a female armadillo gives birth, it's not just one, not two, but identical quadruplets. Armadillos are extreme temperature enthusiasts. They can adapt to a wide range of climates, from the scorching heat of deserts to the chilly nights in grasslands. It's like they have a personal thermostat that's set to survive in style. Armadillos are the master tunnelers of the animal kingdom. Their burrows can stretch for impressive lengths, providing not only shelter, but also a labyrinth of escape routes. It's like having an underground city beneath their armored feet. As cities expand, armadillos sometimes venture into urban landscapes in search of food and shelter. But when they find themselves in a concrete jungle, it's the rescuers who step in to guide them back to their natural habitats. It's like a wildlife version of a city rescue mission. Unfortunately, our time with these fantastic creatures is limited. Armadillos, depending on the species, have a lifespan ranging from 4 to 15 years. Time to bust some myths. First up, let's address the weather forecasters of the animal kingdom myth. You might have heard that armadillos can predict the weather. The truth? While they might scurry around more when it's warm and less when it's cold, they're not meteorologists. Contrary to popular belief, armadillos are not setting land speed records. In fact, they often opt for a slow and steady pace. So, if you're picturing them in a Critter Olympics sprint, you might be in for a surprise. One of the driving forces behind armadillo migration is the search for greener pastures, both literally and figuratively. As seasons change and food sources fluctuate, armadillos embark on journeys to find areas rich in insects, which is their primary diet. One of the primary threats pushing armadillos towards endangerment is habitat loss. As human activities expand, natural habitats shrink. The armadillo's ability to adapt is put to the test as the landscapes they once thrived in transform into urban development. Conservation efforts become the beacon of hope for armadillos. Dedicated organizations and individuals are working tirelessly to protect their habitat. Now, who could resist the charm of rolling armadillos? While not all species can roll into a ball, the three-banded armadillo certainly knows how to turn heads with its acrobatic skills. It's like they've mastered the art of being both adorable and entertaining at the same time. Well, that wraps up our journey into the incredible world of armadillos. Who knew these armored cuties could be so intriguing and downright entertaining? If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more incredible stories from the animal kingdom. Until next time, stay curious and keep those eyes on the wild side.